Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Anne from Shades of Color and Light, and I want to introduce you to Bella. And Bella's my 7-year-old daughter. So this is going to be a very interesting video. We're going to color together here. Bella's got her setup and I have got mine. But what we're going to do today is color this sheet. It's all good, and I think we need to remember that right about now, that it's all good. So some of you watching this, maybe you're going to watch this 10 years from now and you're going to wonder why I want to color It's All Good. Well, right now we're all dealing with the corona COVID-19 virus in 2020. The kids are all home. We here haven't started our online schoolwork, but we're going to very soon. So I think it's important that we remember it's all good. Okay, so the first thing I want to tell you is, since it's been a while, and I'll tell you why it's been a while in a few minutes. I'm going to lose my train of thought quite often here, paying attention to little Bella, but it's all good, right? So what I always recommend is I always tape down the 4 corners of my sheet so that as I'm coloring, my sheet doesn't lift up. Just want to remind you to do that. And then I personally like to choose my color palette before I get started. And the reason being, if you've listened to me often enough, is that I get going in colors and then I just discover I really don't like them. So what I decided to do, first of all, if you have a pocket color wheel, you can always use it. If you don't, that's no problem. You can find lots of resources online that you can use. But what I want to do here is I want to show you, I had decided I wanted to use orange and purple. I kind of got started doing another project and I love those 2 colors together. So what we're going to do is, you notice you've got this triad going here. And when you follow that, these are 3 complementary colors that are going to look very good with each other. And so I've chosen the orange and the purple, and then I'm also going to use the green. I'm going to use colored pencils, a couple markers, and some gel pens, and I'm going to throw in a little bit of yellow just kind of here and there. The only other thing I can say about getting your setup together is making sure that you've got a piece of paper that if you want to test out your colors that you can. So I've got everything kind of separated here. And let's see, I just kind of want to think about what I want to do. I think I'm going to start the main body with an orange here. I'm going to go kind of with a darker orange. So it has been a while since I've colored as a YouTube video. I've done several other pictures, I just haven't filmed them. So I'm going to put those up here for you to look at. Bella and I we like to do a lot of coloring, and we've been enjoying a coloring book from Jade called Country Cabins. And if you're interested in scenery and different things like that, I think you might enjoy Country Cabins. So notice I'm going to keep turning my pencil as I'm coloring so that one edge doesn't get more flat than the other. And I'm also going to lay down a very light. I'm not going to press real hard as of right now, because if I want to go back through and add some more shading, I can do that. So aside from doing some of the coloring, just not the videos, I've been recording audio for the book I wrote called Light from a Dark Night. And I published the book in 2017. And 2 of I call them my power friends, because they're the friends that creatively help me in all of my creative endeavors. They suggested that I do an audiobook because YouTube has become a great place for people to listen to audio for books, to fall asleep, or just because it's a free service that you don't have to pay, such as Audible and so forth. So I've been working on recording audio, and right now I've got 5 chapters posted on a different channel called Letter of Light. That's my YouTube channel as well as my blog channel, my blog website, and I'll put that down in the comments if you're interested in listening. Please do. And as well as that, I think I said in a prior video that I wanted to get back to painting again, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to do oils or acrylics and different things like that. So since Christmas, actually probably since last Thanksgiving of 2019, I've been working on getting the materials I need and different things, and I chose acrylics for right now, and I'm kind of glad that I did in a way, because it's been a good starting point for me to experiment and get back into painting. And I'm not going to say that it's totally a cheap way to go, because acrylic paints are not cheap. They are a little bit cheaper than the oils. I kind of got a little bit of a sticker shock when I went into the store to purchase some oils. So I started with acrylic, though I don't know that I will always stick with acrylic, because the drying times are very fast, and I know there's things that you can use to the retarders that keep the paint wet a little bit longer. It's just that I think I wanted to try my hand at oil, yet the acrylic has been a good way to get my feet wet. I don't think that I've actually painted with paints for about 35 years. So it's been a very, very long time, and I wanted to try the finger painting. And so I did. I might put up a shot here in a few minutes. It was very freeing, liberating to do the underpainting. And as a matter of fact, I disliked the final outcome of this painting. I wasn't looking at anything. I was just kind of doing something out of my head. And while I didn't really enjoy the final outcome of the way the painting looked, I gotta tell you, I was completely joyful at the end of my afternoon of painting. And so there's something to be said for enjoying what you're doing, even though it doesn't come out as perfectly as you wish or as you would like. But I have to say, I was smiling the entire day after I got this painting done. And so for me, it really was truly more about the joy of getting my fingers wet with the paint, and then in actually seeing the beautiful picture that I had envisioned in my head. It just didn't come through to the painting. And that's what I'm working on right now in practicing, trying to get the vision that's in my head onto the painting. And it's possible in the end that the finger painting part of it, either doing all of it in finger painting or part of it in finger painting, just may not be the style that I like. In fact, I think I'm going to, for my next painting, I've already got it on the easel ready to go. I'm actually, instead of something coming out of my head, I'm going to look at a print of something that I like and go from there. But I'm going to try using the palette knives. And so for right now, that's where I'm at in experimenting with different styles. I like impressionist painting. I know that for sure. I don't want to have to make something look you know, exact to nature. That's not the style that I like. I like the impressionism and looking at different light and color, which are two of my favorite words, light and color. How are you doing, Bella? Wow, here, let me put yours up here. You put yours in here so you can see your progress. See what a good job she's doing there. Now Bella doesn't always have the color scheme, but look, naturally she chose the orange, the purples, and the greens, and then she always likes to add in a lot of color. So she's really going to town on this. Looking good, honey. Looking very good. So I'd love to hear where all of you are watching from. If you are in the United States or if you are outside of the United States, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And Bella, she is from China, so she's wondering if anybody out there is Asian or watching from China, right? That's what you wanted to know? She didn't like that I said she was Chinese. She just wondered about people from China, I guess. We're learning. Normally when I do these videos, I wait until the kids go to school, and I don't know if you can hear her in the background there. We'll see. But yeah, normally I wait until the kids are in school and it's all quiet in the house. I wait for a day. My husband works out of the home also, and so I try and wait for a day when I've got the house to myself, which lately I don't. And I'm sure a lot of you out there are the same way. We've got everybody working from home and eating from home. It was quite ambitious of me to decide to do one of these videos today, but you know, it was just a day when I felt like I needed to do it, and I wanted to do it no matter if there were obstacles standing in my way. You know, and when I think about that, obstacles standing in my way, there was a very long time when I thought that I could not write a book with having small children in the home, and that really kept me from writing. And then one day I was reading a book by Lisa Bevere, and I'm not sure which, she's written a couple of different books. I think I've read, this was a while ago, let's say in 2011, 2012. So I'm not sure what book she had out then. I don't know if it was The Lioness Arising, which I would recommend to everybody to read. It was a very, very good book. But she said, I don't know, she had kind of like one line in the book, and she basically said that she wrote her first book while breastfeeding one of her children. And I thought, it just struck me then. It was just like, you know what? I can make all the excuses that I want, but if she can do that, then I can certainly write also. And I'm not saying that it was easy to write a book having small children, but there's also something that says where there's a will, there's a way, and sometimes we just need to follow our heart and see where that leads and just not give up. To find, okay, where some of these circles start here. So that's what I did. So I had probably, let's see, was young while I was writing the book. Oh, that's looking nice, honey. She was probably 1 when I got started and about 4 when I finished, and then I had another older daughter. And so I wrote, obviously during nap time, anytime that I could write, I did. And there was many times I can't say that it wasn't frustrating, because she would go down for a nap and I would decide to write, and then maybe it just wouldn't be the right day, or she wouldn't go for a nap or woke up early from a nap. And so there was a lot of frustration sometimes, but what I gradually learned was to not try and force something to happen, because writing is the creative process. And I know there's people that will say, you must write every day. Okay, but what I learned was that I couldn't get frustrated and upset on those days when it just wasn't flowing. There were days when maybe I should have been doing something else, and to get all bothered about the fact that I couldn't write that day just wasn't good or healthy, a healthy place for me to be. So you can take advice like that, write every day, and feel like you have to do that, but you have to also realize that your life is your life, and there are days when you would be much better off doing something else other than that creative venture. So what we have to remember is that it is all good, that even on those days when we can't. That's right. Did you all hear that? This is Bella's talking about when you can't do everything you like because you've got little kids and they need a diaper change and they need things like we just took me up. They could be fussy, or they need milk or different things like that as moms and caregivers, that there are just times when we need to be focused on many things at one time. All right. So let's get some purple in here. Let's see. Let me start this swirl here. We're gonna figure this swirl out as it goes. I have a known habit of talking and not paying attention to the way that I want to color something. And I've had some major snafus from that. Oh wow, and Bella's really going to town with hers. You want me to show what you've got done so far? Go ahead and finish your end. So Bella wants me to talk a little bit about how kids they're afraid during this time. They hear a lot of different things and their young mind isn't quite sure how to handle all the information about the coronavirus and so so forth. And so, you know, one thing that they've been taught at school, and Bella is very religious about doing, is washing her hands for at least 60 seconds. If she does not wash her hands, she will not eat anything with her fingers. And so she's giving me my lines right now whenever I'll have to tell you about this in a couple of minutes here. But so if she hasn't washed her hands but she wants to eat a snack such as goldfish or something like that, I have to supply a spoon because she will not eat with her fingers. And so she is very good at that, at keeping her hands clean and not putting things in their mouth. So one thing that Bella and I do together is we do play a lot of LOL dolls and Barbies and so forth. So, and of course this is who I forgot. That's right, MC Swag. I thought it was MC Swag. And this is Snuggle Babe, and this one here is Snuggle Babe. A lot of my friends are absolutely amazed at the amount of LOL doll names that I know. When Bella and I play, we generally make up a storyline that we're going to use for the day, and then while they're playing, she's giving me my lines. So she'll say, pretend that she says this. So she wants me to say certain things in certain orders and different things like that. So anyway, I am surprised myself at the amount of names that I know of the LOL dolls. We could That's right. If we played Jeopardy, there could be an LOL category.
You could do the LOL category.
I'm trying to think. There's a game that we play. Cahoots. Yeah. My oldest daughter gets us into Cahoots. It's an online game where you kind of pick categories and everybody logs in with a code from their cell phone. And we do a lot of categories about LOL so that Bella can participate.
Tell them one thing. On 2019, we had our aunts and our grandma and grandpa all to play Cahoots on 2019.
In 2019? Yep. They probably just heard it. I don't need to tell them. They just heard you say it.
And we get really excited when we see presents.
Bella gets really excited when she sees presents. Yep, we're already talking about Christmas, folks. We are already talking about Christmas. So I don't know when little kids don't think about Christmas. I think it's all the time, huh? You have to be thankful for what you have. That's very good. We're thankful for everything that we have. Food, water, family, friends, teachers, schools. We're very thankful for the teachers because and Snuggle Love. Right now, a lot of the teachers are helping all of us prepare to be teachers at home. So Bella's got some friends that like her to bring dolls to extended care. And what extended care is at Bella's school, I work after school as an extended care aide with my good friend Jenny. And we watch kids after school for a couple hours until their parents pick up. Oh, this is a blue. I didn't test that color out. I really don't want that one. Let me see if I can erase a little bit of that. Oh, let me pull the eraser down. Okay, so you guys can see this. It's so cool. It's a retractable eraser. I want to say I got it online or I got it at Hobby Lobby. I can't really remember. Okay, so I'm going to color over that because I didn't really care for that color too much. So let's see what this one is here. Yeah, it's purple, so we'll just kind of, you know, it looks good underneath it there, so that could be a color that bring that color down here too. And if I'd have been thinking, a lot of times what I like to do is a triangle of colors. What I should have been doing is the colors that I've already laid down is working at them as a triangle. That might have been very interesting to do. Looking good. Let me show you progress so far. At this rate, she's definitely going to be done before me. So now take your time on that butterfly and those flowers there. Yeah, I definitely find coloring relaxing. You know, there's different projects that I like doing more than others. Okay, so she's saying it's a little bit boring. But your hand's getting tired. But her and I have colored some really major projects later when we get into that Jade summer book. And I know I think I almost started a video on that. I just couldn't get it finished. But one of the neat things about that particular book, check it out, Jade Summer Country Cabins, is there's 2 copies of every picture, and that is really nice because what her and I do with that is she does one and I do the other. Or if you mess up and or don't like what you've got going there, then you can always, well, no, you really can't erase it when you're using So I think what's really happened with a lot of people now is, a lot of people are home and discovering things that they enjoy about being home, and maybe rediscovering some things that they haven't been able to get at for a really long time. And they're really enjoying those things. And so there's a small part of what we're doing that we're realizing that being inconvenienced for a short time is actually maybe bringing us a little bit closer to the people we love and giving time to relax and to realize that it is all good, that everything's going to be okay. Alrighty, so there's so much orange going on here. I'm not sure I really want to use a lot of orange, but one thing is I'm definitely regretting using the gel pens so early on. So if you can keep from doing that, I would definitely wait until the very end to lay in your gel pen colors. This is Bella's progress here. Looking real good. Very colorful. You're going to beat me. That's right. You're going to finish before me. I know that. And today, obviously, is not going to be one of my most detailed pictures that I've ever done. I do like choosing these types of coloring pages at times. They do tend to go a lot faster, though they don't go as fast when I'm talking, through them like I am. But there are times when I just don't want, the major landscape designs that I can get into at times. Let's see, I'm gonna add this color in up here too. This looks good up here. See where we go from there. One of the things I like about Bella's coloring is her use of color. Her drawing's always vibrant, and yep, so last time, maybe we'll show a couple of those pictures, but yeah, she made rainbow stairs, and that's the thing I love about her coloring is just all of the colors that she uses. And that's the way coloring should be, just fun. Okay, what I haven't used a whole lot of is these purples. Let me try this one. See, yep, that's definitely purple. I have to say, I'm not sure I really like the purple in this page. I think the green and the orange might have looked better together, but this is how we got it started, so I'm gonna roll with it. I could erase it, but that would take, it would take too long now since I've got a lot of these colors already laid down. Wow, get a load of this. This is gorgeous and full of life. And Bella's got a finished project, and now Mommy's just gotta keep on rolling here. Okay, so let's get this is more yellow. I guess I can throw some yellow in here. If you know how I talked about we were doing the triad, if we did if we did 4 colors, the quad, that would be the quadrangle, yellow would have been added. So yellow also works in this very well. And I think it just kind of brightens it up. So I'm going to try and do a triangle. I'm going to get down here, and then I'll go up there and do something in this yellow here. I do, but I don't have my... I could, but if you have a red, that'd be great. I think all I have is... Let me try it. Looky, I have one heart here. I want to color that, even though red's not in my... There we go.
We color it pink.
There. There you go. So one thing that's pretty cool, let's do this here, is, while I've taken some of this time off, I'm so appreciative to all of you that are watching the videos and have made my first year of being on YouTube a really meaningful experience. I've received some comments, and those really make my day. So if you want to comment, let me know where you're watching from. Just to say hi. I love that. It always brightens my day. And if I can, I'm going to get back to posting one video a week. Eventually, I will post. This guy kind of looks like a tie and buttons, kind of like a cute little girl. Eventually, I will post some of my painting endeavors and different forms of artwork. I want to get to some other things. I've been doing some digital art also. But I'm going to try and get back on to posting one video a week if I can. Go a little bit light. I'm just going to add maybe that yellow over top of this. Just to give it a little bit of shading here. There we go. And this kind of yellow orange over it. There we go. Let's get this really pretty color in here. So I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. One thing you can be sure of, I always like to encourage you in your endeavors, in your dreams and creative adventures that you desire to do. I always want to encourage everyone to follow their dreams. If writing is what you like to do, I encourage you to do that, to write. And to do those things that you're really passionate about. Those are generally the things that are going to make the most difference in the world, because your passion will come through. And so I love to color, and if you can tell, I blend two of my passions together, which is my love for art and to be artistic, and something that's just in me, which is to encourage people. That's not something that comes hard for me. That's just part of who I am. Let's see where that goes here. It's going to be a long, large thing. Don't think I want to do that. Do I want to do that in orange? What do you guys think? Okay, I think maybe if I would do that in orange and then maybe add orange up in here, I think that might complete the whole thing. So let's do a little bit of orange here. So one time I had a dear friend, she had sent me a message and she had said I was a Barnabas to her. And some of you will recognize the name Barnabas. He's in the Bible, in the New Testament, contemporary of Paul. And Barnabas is the one who, I want to say he was in Antioch, and the church was moving forward, and it was him who remembered Paul, or God caused him to remember Paul. And he went and got Paul out of the desert where he had been for about 15 years, which is where he had many of his heavenly experiences that he writes about. So Barnabas is the one that brought him, I believe it was, to Antioch, and he brought Paul into his purpose and destiny. And so I looked up, when my friend sent that to me, it just kind of resonated with me. And I looked up the name Barnabas, and the name Barnabas means son of encouragement. And I thought, man, yeah, that's me. That's what I want to be, is a son of encouragement. A son of God who encourages others and encourages people that it's all good no matter what we're going through, no matter what struggles we have, that we need to maybe not be so focused on the things that we think are perfect or going to make everything perfect, but instead focus on the reality of things and that it is all good. Life is good. Maybe not perfect, but it is good. In that we need to find a way to do the things that God has called us to do, the things that bring us joy. We need to figure out how to just go ahead and do those things and not be so worried about how they will get done, but just that we do them. And that's why I did this today, through all the imperfections of being interrupted and so forth. I wanted to do it today so that you would know it's all good. Go ahead and live your dream and live out who God called you to be.